Hey, everybody.
Hey, welcome to Backstreet Boys Banter, or as we like to call it,
Triple B, because apparently just two Bs weren't enough.
We're Erika and
Monica, two sisters who grew up blasting Backstreet Boys on our CD players, and we're finally living the dream.
We're starting a podcast about all things BSB.
This isn't just another fan show. We're bringing the laughs, the banter, the behind-the-scenes stories, and maybe even a little karaoke. You've been warned.
From iconic music videos to tour memories to the top 10 things you never knew about the boys. Nothing is off limits.
And here's the best part. We want to connect with you, the grown women and men who still know every lyric, every dance move, and every time Nick, AJ, Brian, Howie, and Kevin made you smile.
We even have a Facebook group where you can join the conversation. Just click the link in our show notes. So hit follow now because the Backstreet's not just back, they never left. And we're here to prove it, one episode at a time. Hey everyone, welcome to our very first episode of the Backstreet Boys Banter podcast. Woo! My sister Monica J Music and Erika, myself, we are so excited you have joined us and you found us on this podcast because we know it's no accident that you're here. You're either a Backstreet Boys fan or you want to learn more about them. So we're here for you. Let's get into, first of all, why do we do this podcast, Monica?
Yeah. So first of all, we are sisters and we're best friends. We don't live in the same state anymore.
Monica's in Chicago. I'm in Florida.
Yep. Yeah. But, we're going backwards here with this story, but we went to the Sphere. And if you went, you know what we're talking about, right? It was amazing. And we are just loving the energy and trying to milk it as much as we can for the rest of our life.
Yeah, pretty much that speaks to a nutshell. I mean, after the show, we're like, let's go back. So we also want to invite you we want to take this off the podcast platform and go on to Facebook. So before we forget, I want to invite everyone into our Facebook group because we want to hear about the shows. We know there are more shows that are getting lined up and we want to talk about it. We want to talk about Backstreet Boys, what they did at their shows, what they're doing outside the shows. If you're following them, you know that they're doing a lot to stay in good condition. Monica, did you see that one post I sent you?
Which one?
They're doing like lasers and stuff like that. Just to
lasers? For the face?
For their whole body.
Whoa.
Yeah, to keep that. Everybody's like, oh, that's the secret. So anyway, back to,
interesting.
This is the launch of the podcast. And, we don't really have a cadence in mind. Monica, we didn't even talk about that before the show. We were busy getting our merchandise and making sure we have all our props for this first episode. We're like super professional.
We're not selling this, by the way. Took this, if you went, what it took to get a cup. Worth it.
Yeah. So those of you who are just listening to the podcast, just know that we are going to be uploading to YouTube as well because we're showing off all this stuff. And it's good to see if you want to see it. We'll be on YouTube as well. And so, yeah, there's 3 reasons we were talking about before we started hitting record for the third or fourth time. By the way, I actually have a podcast. I have a Laughing My Age Off podcast. And this kind of stemmed from that. We had a little podcast about music and Monica does a lot of music behind the scenes. And so I was like, well, let's just combine both worlds. I love podcasting. My podcast is about, slowing down the aging process, but we love Backstreet Boys. So we're just like, do you want to do
it? We're like, it doesn't make sense, but we love Backstreet Boys. So
yeah, we're in our 40s, over 40, and we want to do something that's fun, right, Monica?
Absolutely. My dog is barking.
Your dogs are barking?
Yeah. Not my dog.
You can't hear it because I've got 2 pugs here and they barked already. And
okay.
There's noise cancellation.
Okay. I'm in an apartment building. So when someone ever leaves their apartment, my dog will bark for stranger danger. Anyway, so it was really like the music, the connection, the energy, that's what we're trying to convey. And we want to share it with other people. We know that other people love that. So we're just trying to build off of it and have everyone join us.
Yeah. So, the 3 reasons I decided, that I want to do this with you, Monica, is number one, we love the Backstreet Boys. Two, we want to just, like you said, we want to keep that energy high in our lives. And this is a way to do that. We want other people to join us there. And three, we want to have some fun. Who's ready to have some fun?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And just know that we're going to karaoke a lot throughout these episodes because all those songs are copyrighted. So we can't really use them unless Backstreet Boys are listening at some point. Maybe, right? This is like a really cool dream of ours. Maybe we could have them on the podcast at one point.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be I don't even know what to say about
I
that.
know, right? It's like mic drop. So help us get there, by the way. If you decide that you like this podcast, leave us a review. That would be great. That would be like the first step in trying to get Backstreet Boys on this podcast. How about that?
Well, what? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. But what do we want to talk about today, Monica? Passing it
What
over.
do we want to talk about?
Yeah. We've got our notes here. I'm used to podcasting. I've probably done almost 50 episodes. So, Monica, I'm trying to pass it over to you. Look at your notes,
Basically, my notes.
your cliff notes.
So we are here to celebrate the music, the memories, and the stories.
Yeah, but what we really are going to dive in today, because there's so many topics. We have a lot lined up for our episodes, but I'll help you out here. It's 10 things you don't know about the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Remember we practiced this?
We practiced this like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. So I thought this was interesting because, if you're listening, you know probably all the songs by heart, but do you really know each one of the Backstreet Boys? And if, you're surprised by any one of these 10 facts, I want you guys to go into the Facebook group and talk about it. Okay. We're going to set that up. And I'm pretty excited because I love community and I love talking to girls. And guys. There's a lot of guys who love the Backstreet Boys fans too. So all are welcome into this group. All right, Monica, do you want to go ahead and speak to our number one Backstreet Boys fun fact you probably didn't know?
Yes, I was actually pretty surprised. So Backstreet Boys was almost called something else. Guess what it was?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Boys of the Backstreets. That doesn't
Boys of the Backstreets. Yeah,
What?
that doesn't flow as well as I love Backstreet Boys or
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys fan.
You say I
Boys of
love
the Backstreets.
it's too long. I think that's what it is.
A lot of
Backstreet Boys, 2 syllables. Boys
boys.
of the Backstreets, that's 5 syllables. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like naming a dog. You want like two syllables,
Yeah.
you know,
Ending in an E.
or just shorter. Yeah. So Backstreet Boys it is. Almost was Boys of the Backstreets. But leading into number two, their first big break. Can you guess where it was, Monica?
I mean, I know the answer,
I know we
so
all know the answers.
but I would have never guessed it. I would have thought maybe the mall is what I would
Yeah,
say
because
back in
this
the
was
day.
around
Oh no, Backstreet Boys is falling.
what? Those of you who are just listening to the podcast, Monica's Backstreet Boys poster just fell. So I think they're listening, somehow they know that there's a podcast being recorded about them right now. It's a sign. Anyway, so yeah, their first break was
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld Orlando. Okay, so just going back to they were almost called something else because the
Wasn't there Backstreet part of Orlando?
yeah, I think that's what it was. It says, which makes sense because they were formed in Orlando and the name was inspired by the area where manager Louis Pearlman lived. Okay. So he
So
must
the Backstreets of his place, their manager.
yeah, I guess he lived there. So is that it? Backstreet, right?
Oh,
Backstreet.
maybe the Backstreet of. Oh, interesting. I'm
Yeah.
making this up. I don't know. Someone can go do a sourcing check.
But their first break was SeaWorld. That's pretty, I think I've been to SeaWorld once and I don't even remember it. Maybe I was really little. Did we go to SeaWorld when we were little? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
So I don't know where they actually do the performances, which is interesting. I don't even know if they
I'm
still.
sure it's like Great America. Well, we grew up in Chicago area, so Great
Yeah.
America has like shows outside the
Yeah.
roller coaster. So it's probably on the side somewhere, like you're sick of looking at the whales and the dolphins, so
Well,
you
they
go
probably
to
have
the
it was probably, it's music, right? So kids are, everybody loves music, but for that
Yeah.
age group, majority of them.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it worked, obviously.
Yeah, SeaWorld, and then I don't know where did they go after that? They probably just started touring, right?
To be continued. Yeah. Now they're at the Sphere. Boom.
I know, right? All right, so moving on to number three, which Backstreet Boys member almost didn't make the group? I was surprised by this. Were you?
I mean, it wasn't, I don't know. It could have been anybody. I think
Well, I
these
just didn't
things,
know what I was surprised by is that someone almost didn't make the group. So they almost was like a four-man band, then a five-man band.
well, yeah, because, so let's just tell them who it was. Ready?
Hold on, I need a sip of my Backstreet Boys cup.
Okay. My mic.
Backstreet's back. Oh,
Back. All right.
okay.
Howie.
Howie
Howie.
Howie almost didn't make it, but now he's like the winker, right?
He's
Howie's
like
known
the,
for his winks, especially at the Sphere. He's been like winking a lot. Did you see that? Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. There's some fans out there like, I got the Howie wink. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Come
his
on, Monica. You're
signature.
supposed to be
That's
Backstreet
his
Boys.
signature move. No, I keep thinking of him and the Latin. He's like the Latin lover. Kinda.
The Latin wink.
Um,
So I guess it goes on to say that Howie he originally auditioned for a different project, and Nick he almost took completely replaced him, meaning
that part I didn't see. Yeah,
yeah,
that part I didn't. That one was a little bit more surprise.
right, like Nick could cover two vocals, like maybe
Yeah.
that's what it was. I mean, if you think about it from a business standpoint, like when you're we never thought about Backstreet Boys as a business, but now we're in our 40s, we know about business and stuff like that. It's like
I
you
mean,
want
I
to
have a
pay
band, so I know what that feels
you
like.
want to you want to yeah, you want to pay five or four people.
So I have a band called Monica J Band, very unique name. And so trying to get a band together, especially as you're getting older, to keep people on the same page, it's like herding cats. So, maybe as a kid, that's 24/7 what you're doing, but especially as you get older, like to keep people on the same page, scheduling, there's a reason why bands do
Break up.
break up. And I understand it because everyone has lives, everyone has things going on. And to get everybody, especially them, that's what's so outstanding is that they're all five. They're not replacing one of them
Yeah.
at this stage. That is fantastic. That is says
Yeah,
a
to
lot.
be, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, they took breaks here and there, but
They took breaks, but
I mean, you don't
like bands
see
always,
the other band, Rhymes with Sync. I think we had a love for them too, but not like this, not like this.
not like this.
But one member refuses to go on tour, and I'm sure they're really kicking themselves right now, although he's sick. So,
Yeah,
God
that's no
bless
fun.
Justin. Hopefully he gets better. But yeah,
It just
so
collectively says that it takes a lot to,
keep a group together. And of course, they talk about how they're family. At this point, yeah, you got to be family. It reminds me of the Jersey Shore a little bit. I don't know if you have you been watching the Jersey Shore? I know
I
we're
don't
not.
know if they'd appreciate that, but
Well, it's the same, like the same, conversation of like keeping groups of people together. It's hard to do that, whether it's a band,
it is.
a cast, it's some
It's a
point
job.
yeah, it is a
Yeah.
job, and you're maybe, you are tied to it through income, and there's
Hmm.
nothing wrong with it. You guys, everybody brings something to the table so that you all can benefit.
Right.
It is a business,
Right.
but I think they do at some point you become family because you got to put up with people's, what.
Right. Yep.
So
I mean, I have my issues with not issues. What am I saying? Issues. But yeah, family, same thing. I've been working with one of my guitarists for 15 some years, and we go through ins and outs of like, leave me alone. I feel like he's like a brother. And I'm like, oh, I can't stand you. Go away. Love you, Jimmy. Love you. Um,
yeah,
so, it's part of the deal, like it's like a relationship. It's a relationship, it's a business. You
yeah.
need breaks. But anyway,
So
we
Howie
digress.
stayed. So thank God, Howie, if you're listening, we are happy you made the cut. I don't know what you did
Oh,
to make the cut. Maybe he did a little wink at the end. He's like, pick me. It reminds me of the I Love Lucy episode. I know we get into tangents here, but that's just the banter. It's called the banter for a reason. The I Love
Wait, was she like
Lucy
Vita Vita
episode.
Benjamin?
Yeah, if you're an I Love Lucy fan, that's what we watched as kids because we just did. I don't know. And I never liked black and white TV, but that was the only TV show I liked in black and white.
Yeah, I agree. I think we had like three channels growing up,
Yeah.
which now I'm like, okay,
Now it's too
I
much.
do.
But yeah, she would
Yeah.
wink her eye like this. That's why that's like the when she would if you know the episode, you know what we're talking about. Anyway, she had too much of that vitamin drink and it had like alcohol in it, which is weird to begin with.
She was doing a commercial. She's like, she had so many takes of the
Maybe I'll
commercial.
split the commercial or the little bit in here if I can find the clip.
So why don't you join the thousands of happy, peppy people and get a great big bottle of Mida Meter Midgeman? Remember that name. Mida Vada Meaty Mac.
Miss McGillicuddy,
Hmm?
are you feeling all right?
Oh, I feel fine, but it's awful hot in here.
She became kind of intoxicated because she drank so much of the cold medicine or whatever medicine it
Oh,
was.
was it? Yeah, it was medicine. I thought it was vitamins. Anyway, so Howie, we're glad you're here. Let's move on to number 4.
Okay, my
You wanna
turn,
take
my
this one?
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can. So number 4 is I had no idea about this. One
Oh,
of
I
them
didn't
has a
mind.
glasses obsession. Do you guys know about this? Like someone's obsessed with glasses, one of the band members.
Yeah, which one is it? Giving
So it's
everybody
AJ.
pause.
AJ has obsession with like glasses, sunglasses, and he said he has over X amount of pairs of sunglasses.
Yeah, this
Yes.
blows my mind. First of all, where are you gonna I mean, I guess they're not like pair of shoes where you lose a lot of space in your I mean, I don't know what their house looks like, but yeah, that's a lot of glasses. And so I'm gonna tell them it's over 500 pairs of glasses. I wish we had glasses.
Sunglasses,
We
yeah.
should have put on the
If-
glasses. We didn't cue that one up right, Monica. Note to
oh,
self next time.
oh, I have these cute ones too. Oh well.
But yeah, how many have we lost sunglasses? I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe because you lose so many glasses, you want to buy so many glasses.
I do that, but I don't get like because I lose them,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
one time I almost lost my really expensive pair. I'm like, I'm not buying these anymore.
Exactly. I just get nice
But I
ones
actually
that
still
look
have
nice.
them. They're like a pair of Chanel ones, and I still have the case to them. But I do have a bunch of other glasses, but not 500. I have like 5 maybe.
Yeah. I wonder if he has like a closet. Like, how does he store them? Or does he just throw them around like I do? Where you're just like, oh, today is going to be this one because that's what's showing up in my
I don't know. Maybe we should ask
on my
AJ.
table.
AJ, if you're listening, give us a video clip of where you keep your sunglasses.
Yeah.
Shout out to AJ. And okay, anything
So
else?
going down the list,
Into
5.
number 5 here.
So one of them turned down the Mickey Mouse Club. I think I kind of knew this one, but so many people were part of the Mickey Mouse Club. That was like a big thing. Like Christina
Yeah,
Aguilera, Britney Spears,
Justin
Justin
Timberlake.
Timberlake. Like it was such a big
Yeah.
deal.
If you made it there, you're just like that one era, whoever they casted there, I feel like they went off to make a lot of solo careers.
Yeah,
So,
it was definitely, yeah, if you made that, then you made something of
okay,
yourself.
okay, do you want me to call it? I'll call
Yeah.
it out. I'm not surprised either. Nick Carter, he turned down the Mickey Mouse Club and he chose Backstreet Boys instead. Well, that was a good decision.
Yeah, good job, Nick.
Yeah.
Props to Nick. Good job, Nick. Good choice. It's all about choices in life, right? That's what Backstreet Boys tells us, shows us.
Yeah.
Make the right decision.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine all those? Well, who knows what Nick's, you know, future would have been if he had gone to Mickey Mouse Club, right? Because then you had Britney Spears, you had Justin Timberlake. Although Justin went into NSYNC, so that's pretty.
He probably would have been fine if he went to Mickey Mouse Club. What am we saying?
I know. He still would have had a career. Okay, we're moving on to number 6. I'll take this one here. Are you surprised by this, Monica? Number 6?
Not really.
Yeah, me either.
Being a
Okay.
being a Backstreet Boys fan, I'm not.
Yeah, and the fact of how popular they are today. They're Guinness World Record holders for, are you ready for this? The first band to have the number 1 in 3 decades. I
The
mean,
number one album, not just song,
oh
album.
yeah, the first, yeah, number 1 albums in 3 decades. I mean, every song that was playing on the radio for years, you can see people, if you're not a Backstreet Boys fan, you're a liar because everybody knows the songs to at least 2 to 3. I'm not
There's
even,
degrees of being, hold on. There's degrees of being a Backstreet Boys fan.
yeah,
There's like low, medium, high. That's
yeah.
how I think we have to see this because there are people coming out of the woodwork saying that they're Backstreet Boy fan. Like
You mean at the
they don't even
concert?
know the songs. They don't know
Oh,
the songs.
I mean, everybody's gone to the Sphere. Well, first of all, let's talk about how we went to the Sphere. We bought it before knowing what the Sphere really was. Like, I mean, we knew it was the ball. We knew it was like whatever,
We
but
didn't care. We didn't care. We just wanted to be by the
not to
Backstreet
the
Boys.
extent that it is now, right? To the extent where tickets are so overpriced, almost double that what we paid. And,
Yeah.
of course, they're extending more openings. Well, good for them. Like, we're happy this is a thing, but we're trying to go to
Yep.
the next concert too. If you're like, we want to try to get to the February ones, right, Monica?
Yeah, because our birthday is in February, so it would be amazing. We're still working on that.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on the budget there. The Backstreet Boys project. You need a couple grand to really make it,
Selling what I can, some body parts.
Yeah, it's pause
I
it
don't
for
know.
a second. Yeah, there's some funny memes out there. If you've seen them, because you can relate. And then all of a sudden you're in that algorithm and you have your people that you send reels to, and Monica and I, hands down, just like boom, boom. And there's some funny ones out there about how much it costs to really kind of get to Vegas, and then the tickets and what I mean? It all adds up. And we know Vegas is like it's a fun time, but you really gotta save up for it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we booked our tickets. Here's the Backstreet story. We wanted to go to their concert again, and I actually have my old cup here. This is from Vegas
Oh, I know.
before the
Sorry, I only have a
Sphere.
new one.
She moved, so she
I moved
tossed
out
it.
of
I had to
Sorry.
keep it. So this was the last time we were at Backstreet Boys in Vegas before the Sphere. So what was that, 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
I think it
Yep.
was around that. Whenever they lost last were in Vegas, we were there. And then until then, we could never get to a concert, or I
They had a
think they were in
cruise.
Mexico.
They had the
Yeah, they were on a
cruise.
cruise, but it sold out and we lost a chance with that. I don't know. I think it was also pretty pricey, but we wanted to make sure we were going to see them up close. And then there was this trip in Mexico that was for spring
Oh, yeah. Was that
break,
2 years ago, 3 years ago?
something like that. And we just never had a chance to go to, we weren't 100% sold on those two venues because it was just,
Well, I didn't feel like we were going to be able to see them up close because,
yeah, exactly.
and then when
We wanted like to make sure if we were investing, we were going to at least be able to see them.
we know
Like,
standing, we did, general admission, which, we did. We got as close as we could possible. Mexico, I think it was a little dicey. I think the reviews were like, so
yeah,
anyway, I mean, it's great that they can go to different places, but anyway, where were we going with this? Yeah, so
I don't remember.
well,
Oh, the backstory was
they're the Guinness World Record holders. So talk about their famous album.
so what I was going with that was we were kind of having a void of Backstreet Boys since we went 15 years ago. And we were seeing those events that they had, and we're like, we're like, I don't know, like, are we gonna be able to see them? So that's why when we heard about the Sphere before it became super popular, we booked it a year in advance. We're like, oh my God, we're gonna get this. And we did it. And it was fantastic. We put payment plans on it. Even back then, it still is costly. I think we wanted really great tickets, but now it's crazy and
Yeah,
crazy good though because it means that we're keeping Backstreet Boys alive
right.
until we die.
Yeah, and
But
I
did
think
you die?
but did you die? We're gonna have to put that clip in here too.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
Ciao.
We did okay, so yeah, we did an episode about Backstreet Boys on the podcast that I host, and there's a clip in there. We can't get away from that.
But
that
did you
little-
die?
from Hangover? And they're in Vegas, right? So that's why we brought it up. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to number 7. Do you want to take this one, Monica?
Yeah, this one isn't like super fun, but super important. And I think how many Brian fans are out there?
Woo! Brian, go
Woo.
Brian.
I mean, all of them are amazing, but this is about Brian and his advocacy for something. And I don't know, did you know about this, about him and his advocacy for what he has kind of like a platform
He's got, I remember that.
health related?
Yeah, I mean, He's got the vocal thing going on, which I admire too. But yeah, his heart, he has a hole in his heart. So he
I
went
know.
on,
Isn't that incredible? I was just
yeah,
like, oh,
he went underwent open heart surgery as a child to correct it. So yeah, so I think he's
so
just
that is just it's not a fun fact. It's a fact.
yeah,
It's
it's just
a,
a
did
heart
you
defect. He
know?
had a hole in his heart. That's like a song, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a na, na, of my
Shape of my heart, not
heart.
hole in my heart,
Shape
but
of my
very
heart.
close.
We can say hole in my heart. But yeah, so that was didn't know. I think I did hear of it, but we're just
Yeah, I
kind of,
remember that a long time ago. But that one, yeah, pulled up and as an
yeah,
interesting fact,
yeah.
and then persevering through some of his vocal things. I know he had. Did you learn about his vocals? He had.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. That's tough. But he's figuring it out. I think as you do, this is why I'm like, these shows are incredible. The amount of endurance and stamina you need for these shows is insane.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's what I was saying. We should do an episode on what they actually do to recover because they were posting some things on what they were doing. Because I was like, I don't think anybody's below 40 years old. Everybody's in their 40s and up. So,
yeah, you get like shots of
well, they were doing laser therapy, like their whole body, like,
that's amazing.
lasers are really good for the body. Anyway, let's move on to number 8. Are you guys still with us? Are you
Are
surprised
we
by
still
these facts?
there?
We're taking a check-in here, pulse there for these 10 facts, interesting facts you didn't know. Moving on to number 8. All
And we
right.
haven't, who haven't we talked about?
You're gonna give it away. This
Oh, we don't have
Backstreet
to say what
Boys.
it is.
No.
So yeah, it's about Kevin, but did you know? I didn't say what it was about.
All
Did you
right.
know that Kevin was in Broadway? So he's not only an amazing pop singer, but he's a Broadway singer. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I wonder what year that was. He played he was in Broadway's Chicago. What?
That's right.
He played Billy Flynn. Let me see what year that was. I mean, was it during?
I wonder if it was before, during, or after.
Let
Probably.
me
I mean, it was before the Sphere.
what I'm just gonna ask what year. Here it says, oh, in 2003. So in he performed the
Oh,
role in various productions, including Broadway productions in New York City from January 20th to March 9th, 2003, as well as in Pittsburgh, San Francisco, and London's West End. Okay. So interesting, 2003. So maybe, he took a break from Backstreet Boys and did that.
yeah. I mean, they've been around for 25 years, so there were ebbs and flows of like now they're on a high. They're on the high part of the roller
I
coaster
know.
again.
It's like, I don't know how much higher you can get from this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really, I think everyone's surprised. I think I saw, which is interesting. You think about the Sphere. If you've been to the concert in Vegas, you are just mesmerized by how many people are in this place. What was it, 20,000? Did you count,
I
Monica?
believe
Did
so.
you
I
count how
believe
many?
so.
You found that out somewhere. I don't know, ChatGPT. But 20,000 people, and this came in my feed. Basically, they're breaking it in around $4 million. Now I don't know how much they're making it, right? Because there's all these fees with the tickets
I
and stuff.
hope they make as much as
I
possible
know
because
because they're working their, what's off, and
yeah,
it's kind of nice. It's all the hard work they probably did back then, and when they were hustling with managers that were probably taking a bigger cut. They probably, I don't know the actual story, but we know that.
there's a documentary about it. I think on Netflix. So I'm sure maybe the fans out there have watched it.
Oh, maybe we should watch it and do a podcast on it.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
All right, that'll be our next one. Teaser.
Okay. Done. Homework.
Number
Okay, number
9.
nine. Number 999. So
Okay, let me do this
fun.
one. You took the last one here. Their
Oh,
fan
okay.
base helped invent modern fandom culture.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
Like,
what does that mean, Monica?
so you like an artist, right? There's like before they bring out a song, they kind of promote it before it's even out. So like if you're doing a single, you're going to be doing kind of this promotion of like kind of like a teaser, like teasing your
Kind of like how
song out there,
movies, how they have to market
like a
things ahead of
trailer,
time. Yeah.
like a trailer for the music industry. And before that, they didn't really have as, I don't know about this, but it sounds like they kind of exploded the fan club arena
Yeah. I mean,
is
I don't
kind of
know.
what,
I can see that though. Like, you can just remember like MTV, the screaming girls, like, I mean, but I think every
I mean,
band has a
they
little bit
didn't,
of
I don't think
that.
they had fan clubs like they, because I'm thinking when you said screaming girls, I'm thinking like Beatles and Elvis,
I
like
know, I
everyone's,
know.
ah!
February 1964.
They look like girls to me.
They do not.
What do you like about the Beatles anyway?
I like their music and the way they dress and their hair and their looks.
They look like girls to
They
me.
do not.
Cars are whizzing by and they're like,
Take my underwear.
sign my boobies.
Which, by the way, we went to Kelly Clarkson, and she
signed
when we were in
somebody.
Vegas, just complete side tangent. But when we went to Vegas, Kelly Clarkson had her residency there too. So we started with Kelly Clarkson on Friday night, and then saw Backstreet Boys Saturday night, and she was doing stuff with the fans. And one girl came up wanted to sign her chest.
Yeah.
So she signed her boob. She literally was like on the mic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is not my first one that I've signed. But can you imagine if Backstreet Boys did that? I mean, she was a girl, so probably a girl.
Well, we talked about this in Laughing My Age Off podcast, but we talked about the after party a little bit, and that's where they were doing a lot of signings. So I'm sure people
Yeah,
are
but she
hitting
did
up
it at the
some stuff.
concert. I think it's different.
Oh, I know, but we're talking about signing things. So I'm sure the guys are getting stuff that are like really random. I
That would be a
guarantee
fun.
you they're gonna have some women do that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but so I think basically, to number nine, your point, it was they basically just trying to make a community, I think, is pretty much what it's talking about for artists. Before that, it was just like, okay, here's a song, you buy the song,
Right. It's
and
very
then
disjointed and not connected. And so this really connects everything together. Like if the fan base is talking about it, they know where to go to really like release things. That way it
right,
really markets itself. So
right.
it's pretty genius. I have a hard time thinking about what it was like without all this stuff. I mean, I do remember it, but Monica, like taking a step back, remember like we barely had flip phones, it was
Yeah.
like,
Well, you would go to the store, listen to the CDs at
yeah.
Tower Records, and
Or
get
you'd hear on the
excited.
radio. Radio was like it, where
Right,
you
the
hear about
radio.
stuff.
What's that? Who knows what that is? But this allows, I think that's one of the positive things is it does this continuous connectivity of the music, of the community, if you
Of the
want it.
energy, and going back
Yeah.
to the number one reason, one of the three reasons is the energy. We want this energy to continue on because we just love having fun, and we want to have fun with everybody listening
Who
to.
doesn't want fun these days?
Right. I like
I
this so
mean,
serious sometimes. It's really fun to talk about Backstreet Boys. Like, this is not hard. This is not hard. I'm like, Monica, go get a new mic. We had no mic.
I just
for
got
her in the
this
last
mic.
one. So if you listen, I apologize. She didn't have a
I
mic. in the-
apologize.
Yeah, Lord, I apologize. The thing that's, who's that? Matthew McConaughey, Matthew
Oh.
McConaughey or something. Lord, I apologize. Um,
Right.
all right. Yeah, okay. So let's move on to number 10. Go ahead, Monica.
Number
you can
10.
Yeah.
This is our last one.
Our
If you
last one.
survived this far, thank you so much for listening. They have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm not guessing. It's just this is the fact.
Yeah, I didn't know
So-
that actually.
I didn't know that
Los
either.
Angeles last year, I would have been looking for it. I wonder what street, like how far down it's on the road or different. I guess there's different roads, right? The stars are on, or is it just
I mean,
Sunset
like,
Boulevard?
I wish I would have known too, because when I went to California, we should check.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2013.
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
We'll have to
We'd be
go-
like
maybe we'll have to take a trip
laying on
there.
the star and just taking selfies.
Yeah.
As close I can get to Backstreet Boys is like laying on their star.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take selfies of that next time. Yeah.
I didn't see it though. It must be.
Well, there's a
you
lot
have
of
to hunt it
stars. How many
down.
stars are there? That's another
I don't
trivia
know.
question.
It's a good question. How many stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Yeah.
That's a great question. That's a great trivia question. Anybody know while we type this on to ChatGPT?
Hollywood. As of September 1st, 2025, which is to the day of
Whoa.
recording, is 2819 stars. So 2,819 stars.
Well, mine says 2,760. Why do you have a different number?
As of when?
Uh,
Mine says as of today. So
oh,
over
as of
2,800 stars. So they're one of them, which is fantastic. Anyway, I did not know that.
I didn't know there were so
What is with
many.
them? Yeah, I didn't know so. So there's got to be a lot of streets with them on. With the
You said 28? Did you say 28,
2819. Yeah,
Okay, now I got it. I said up to date. I don't know why would it not tell me, but
you got to give the right prompt. But so those are our 10 facts. I think I was surprised by 8 out of 10 of them. How about you, Monica?
I would say, yeah, I didn't know a lot of them. I think, well, which is the ones did you know? Did you know?
I knew Brian's heart surgery.
Same.
I did know they were almost called something else because I saw it in a video.
Yeah. Those were the two too. I was just curious
Those
if
are
you
the
had
two
any.
I pretty much knew. The Nick Carter Mickey Mouse Club. I think I knew that one too.
I don't think I knew that one, but which was your most surprising one?
AJ's glasses obsession, which makes sense because you always see him in glasses.
I would say, I thought the Broadway one. I don't think I knew about Kevin and Broadway.
Yeah, they would all do fantastic in Broadway. So now you know
Everybody,
10 things about Backstreet Boys that you didn't know. Stay tuned for more episodes to come. Again, if you enjoy this, please leave a review and join us in the Facebook group. It's going to be in the show notes. Monica's going to set that all up for us, right, Monica?
oh yeah. Join the club. Come on, we're trying our best here, but
Will you be our friend? Yes, we want friends.
be our friend, be our Backstreet Boy friend, because we want this to continue on, and so
Live
there
outside the
continue to
podcast.
I said
It's not
till
about
we
us.
die.
Yeah.
It would be great if they had shows till we die, right? Like, let's keep them going, and I think it takes all of us to make that happen.
To
But
keep it
yeah, no,
going.
we love to hear your stories.
Yeah. Your favorite story, the Backstreet Boys fan. But yeah, if you enjoyed the top 10, tell us what your favorite fun fact was from this episode. And we'll talk to you later, right, Monica?
All right.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye.
Bye.